Okay, today I'm going to show you a demo about full stack DR with OKE on Oracle Cloud. Okay, so this is a new feature for full stack DR. With this feature, you are able to do a DR from a primary region, for me Paris, to a standby region, for me Amsterdam. It means, okay, all the deployment in the primary OKE will be deployed to the OKE in the standby region, that is Amsterdam. And this is full stack DR that is responsible for that. Okay. In OKE, you can see I have two deployments, one stateless with ORDS connected to an ATP primary, and another deployment here, stateful, MySQL, with a PVC. And the PVC, in fact, is just an OCI block volume because OKE is integrated with our OCI storage natively. So it means I did a replication for this block volume on the primary region to the standby region. And so it means that the replication of the data for this PVC in OKE are not under the responsibility of full stack DR, but are just a native feature of replication about a block volume from a region 1 to a region 2. Okay? So it's different. If we compare that to a product like Velero, with Velero, you know, the PVC are exported into a bucket, and then this bucket can be replicated to another bucket in another region, and Velero will use the data in the bucket in order to restore the PVC. It's not like that with full stack DR because we are using the native feature of OCI, and we have a native feature that is able to replicate the block volume, so the PVC in OKE, from region 1 to region 2. Okay? As you see, I created a DR group primary with an ATP, the OKE primary, and a volume group block storage, where you can find all the block volume used by the PVC in OKE. And I have a DR group in Amsterdam with ATP standby, OKE standby. You can see I had a VM here, primary, because I want to be able to run a script during the full stack DR failover or switchover. And it's very nice to be able to code a script because you can do what you want in the script. And what I want to do is to use OCI CLI in order to update my OCI DNS zone. For example, I have a public domain name, www.test.com, that is in relation with my OCI domain name, www.test.com, that is in relation with the IP of the load balancer of OKE in order, for example, to expose ORDS to a public request. And so the goal of the OCI CLI is to do a switch on the OCI DNS zone from the IP of the load balancer OKE of the primary region to the IP of the load balancer OKE in the standby region. And in this case, after the switchover, the failover, then the URL www.test.com will be okay. Now you can see that full stack DR OKE actually will send information about the deployment of the OKE in the primary region directly in a bucket, OKE backup Amsterdam, okay? And that's this deployment that will be restored in the OKE of the standby region during the switchover or the failover. Let's go to the demo. My ATP is running here, but I will do a demo only for OKE, because I don't want to show you all the details about ATP. It's very simple to do that with FullStackDR. And I will not show you the demo with domain name and OCI DNS2. Okay, so this demo is only for OKE. I have on Paris a cluster, my new Paris OKE cluster, and on Amsterdam, I have another cluster here for the standby cluster. Okay, that is my dear cluster. In my dear cluster, I have a node pool with 3 VM, exactly the same that with my primary OKE cluster, where I have 3 VM. As you see, in fact, worker node in OKE are just VM. You can see the 3 VM here of the worker node. This VM will run at the end, after the switchover, the failover, the deployment on OKE on the standby region. Okay. You can see too in Paris here the block volume that is in relation with the PVC of MySQL. PVC of MySQL, you can see the OCID of the volume, and this is exactly here the same OCID. What you can see is a deployment for ORDS, stateless, and a deployment for MySQL, stateful. And for this PVC, this block volume, you see a replica to Amsterdam. Okay. After that, I created 2 disaster recovery protection group. One on Paris, OKE FSDR Paris, with all the members needed, and mainly the OKE primary cluster, and the volume group that is storing all the volume of the PVC deployment in Kubernetes, and a standby OKE here, Amsterdam, and everything is ready. If I go to the DR group here, then I created a start drill. If you want to do a test, so you create a plan and you say start drill, you can do a test. And here you can do stop drill to reverse and to delete the test. Or you want to do a real switchover or a real failover. But the start drill is enough for me because I don't want to destroy anything on my primary region. It's just for a demo. Okay. Plan execution. Okay. Print check. You see, I run the print check and everything is okay. Okay. So I'm going now to run here the start drill. Okay. And it means plan. Okay. Execute plan. And it means I will do the start drill and I will do the DR. And here you can see I have no pods on the standby region. After the DR, theoretically, I will have the stateless deployment with ORDS and the stateful deployment with MySQL. Let's go, execute the plan, start drill, enable pre-checked. I don't need because I did it before. And now let's go and execute the plan. And I will come back in a few minutes to show you the result. Okay, it's finished now. Doing a kubectl get pod, you can see that ORDS was restored and MySQL was restored. In order to check that the restore is good, I can here see the URL of the ORDS on the primary region, because remember, it's the start drill, it's not the failover or switchover, so I destroy anything on the primary region. And I have the same ORDS on Amsterdam now. Okay. Now looking at the MySQL in Paris, can do a select here. It's okay. I see, for example, a line, owner Diane, and I need to check that the data was restored on the MySQL on the standby region. So let's go here. Some select. Okay. Oh, it's not with S, without S. And it's okay, exactly the same name. So the two deployment were restored. It's nice. I can see the block volume was restored on the standby region here. The block volume, it means this is the PVC of the MySQL on the standby region. I can see too that the registry with the MyORDS image in Paris, okay, this image was replicated automatically by fullstackdr here. It's nice, and that's why the OKE cluster on Amsterdam is using the image on the OCI registry in Amsterdam. Okay, and what you can see too is that fullstackdr use the backup, okay, of the deployment here on a bucket, because fullstackdr from Paris sends the backup to the bucket on Amsterdam, and this bucket was used to restore the cluster. Everything is running well. As you see, it's very, very simple to do a DR with OKE with fullstackdr now. But remember, you have several solutions if you want to do a DR with OKE. You have now fullstackdr OKE. You can use other products like Velero and so on. But it's very simple with fullstackdr. So please try it and you will see it's very, very nice. Thank you for your attention.